Good afternoon, YouTubers and everybody else. How are you, and preppers? Chicago Patriot Prepper here. Once again, I ask that you will hit the like and subscribe button down in the corner. Scroll down if you have to. But I'd like to bring you some, there's some stuff going on, and I've been watching all these. I watch a lot of shows on YouTube. About 95% of what I watch, or even more, is on YouTube. Trying to figure out what's going on in the world, and I think about 95% of the people in the world don't know what's going on in the world or really don't care. But the only thing I can tell you is, you watch a show from here, from here, from here, and there's no possible way you can prepare for everything. So you got to prepare for whatever it is, wherever you live. You got to prepare with your instinct and what comes from your gut. Do you ever get, I got a gut feeling this. 9 times out of 10, your gut is right. So, I think you should always go with your gut. You can't walk around with a radiation suit in your car and all these breathing apparatus. Personally, I don't think it's all the world leaders know that are leaders of countries know that the nuclear war is not in any best interest of anybody. Unless you have one of these radical terrorist group that blows something up. But everyone knows that it's in no one's best interest, because everyone will be running for the exit door, and they will be totally shut in. I mean, if Russia did it, that no one would buy anything from them. That would be it. That would be the end of them. Same thing with us. But I'm just saying so. But I digress. And another thing. Everyone's watching their YouTube videos and everything in their social media. And, I was paying attention. Sometimes you sit there and you pay attention. And a lot of the stuff that's been going on with viruses and whatnot, now it's the bird flu, and that's happened. That's been around for a very long time. First there was the bird flu, and then there was the swine virus, H1N1, H1N5. And the reason why they're so contagious is because everything is not that they're so contagious. This has nothing to do with it, but everything gets put on social media nowadays. Stuff has been on for years. These countries have been at war, except for in Ukraine. But we have had problems with North Korea for 40 years or 50 years. I don't know which president was talking about, if it was Nixon or the one before him, Johnson. They were actually talking. I was watching something. They were actually talking about nuking North Korea back in the 60s or something like that, because they were worried about it. So that's been going on for a long time. Taiwan is relatively new. I know that. I remember when I was a kid, there was a lot of toys that were made in Taiwan. Taiwan, and then there was Japan, then Taiwan, and now everything's in China. But Taiwan is kind of new. I don't know if they're using that as like a gate to open to start a problem, or what they plan on doing. But Taiwan is relatively new. The Middle East has had problems since the late 40s, I believe. Well, actually, the most recent problems, but there was problems there. Since the Crusades and everything else. And another thing that people don't realize, big part of the Middle East, even Turkey and Iraq, that was all Christians. That was not Muslims originally. So a lot of that land was taken from Christians, But like I said, that was taken from Christians, and I don't know how far it actually went. Where it was Christians, but it's 95 or 98% Muslims now. But that wasn't originally Christians. So there's been, was that one song Billy Joel said, "We didn't start the fire. It's always been burning since the world been turning." And he's right. There is always a problem in the world somewhere. And originally, our government, believe me, they are far from perfect, but they always think what they're doing is right to preserve our way of living. Whether you agree with our way of living or not, they think that they're doing what's in the best interest for us. Do I agree with it? Not really, most of the stuff. But we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, is this war over the petrodollar and the world reserve currency? Probably, because our society, basically our dollar is a credit card or an IOU. Okay, like I said, I digress again. As Alaska Prepper would say, I digress. He's one of my favorite guys on there. I like him. Rudy, his name is. But there's so much going on in the world. You cannot prepare for everything. Sometimes things just have to run their course, and a lot of people don't believe that. That's like the flu. You get the flu, the virus has to run its course. You cannot step in front of a moving train. It's just not going to happen. But like I said, prep with your instincts and prep with your gut. It's okay to take hints from, I watch a lot of stuff. I'll take an idea from here, and I'll put them together here, and you get these little ideas, and you see things, and you say, hey, that's a pretty good idea. But when it comes to what you're going to prepare for, only you uniquely know what you and your family needs and how you will survive. And during the COVID, when it first started, because I have a lot of health problems, underlying problems, I stayed downstairs in my basement for about 5, maybe 6 weeks. Maybe it was even 2 months. I don't really remember what it was. But if you think you're going to go in your basement and you're going to just stay down there and isolate yourself or isolate in your home, believe me, you are not going to stay in your home. No matter what happens, you're going to want to get out. I don't care what the hell's going on out there. If there's a smog, if there's zombies, you're going to want to go out there and see what's going on. And you're going to need to feel the outside. Because staying in that house and it might work for some people, but I believe it ain't going to work for most of them. Shutting yourself in or going underground, okay, that affects you more from the neck up. People aren't going to be able to sit around and look at each other. I don't care how many decks of cards you got, how many TVs you got, okay, you're going to get cabin fever. So I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening. Have a good day. This is the Chicago Patriot Prepper out. Again, thank you. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much. God bless you.